Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacey and I'm an infidelity recovery coach, and I specialize in helping unfaithful people recover from having an affair, end their affair, prevent relapse, and grow from their affair. You name it, I'm here for you after or even before. You know, we can toss some ideas back and forth. If you are still in an affair and you're having trouble ending your affair, do not be afraid to contact me, because I do work with people who are still in their affair, and my job is to help you end it. I help you to see the truth of what's going on and give you the tools that you need to actually end it. Okay, let's get into today's video. Today's video is the 8 stages of an affair. So I just want to touch on these briefly. I will break down some of these stages in future videos, just explaining a little bit more, but I don't know, I just thought it would be a good idea for you guys to understand the stages of an affair. That way maybe you can figure out which one you're in. Okay, let's get started. Number 1 is the attraction stage. Okay, so we see somebody we're attracted to, and it's like, oh, you look good, I'm like, yeah, this person's attractive. And if it's a coworker, we may have things in common. If it's someone you see on a regular basis, you may already have like a little friendship type thing or acquaintance type thing going on, that kind of thing, and you think that they're attractive, that kind of stuff. So that's number 1. Like, I'm attracted to you, I'm starting to think about you a little bit more, I'm maybe starting to fantasize about you, and I'm I might be getting curious as to think what a relationship would be like, and I might start thinking about maybe we could just be friends. That's very dangerous. Like, all of the the attraction stage is really dangerous, because we really want to nip that in the bud. Hey, I'm attracted to you, but let's just leave it at that. Just because I'm attracted to you doesn't mean I have to sleep with you or start a relationship. That kind of thing. I need to figure out why I might be vulnerable to having an affair, and you can watch that video. Like, I loved that video a week ago. Okay, so number 2 is flirting stage. Now we have a silent understanding that we're both attracted to each other. We're both kind of interested. Now we're flirting. We're testing the waters. And sometimes flirting is like testing to see if the other person is attracted to you, or if there may be an open door for us to maybe start a little bit more of a more intimate dialogue, and to see if this could go somewhere. So there's that flirting stage. You can still get out of it easier in the flirting stage, more than you can in the next stage. But in the flirting stage, you can kind of catch yourself and say, okay, yeah, he likes me, I like him. But sometimes when we're flirting and they flirt back, and it might not be like really in your face, like, I really like you and want to start something, we can keep knocking on that door, because we want that validation that they like us. So we have to be careful in the flirting stage. I don't think when you're married and you're flirting with someone, it's okay. Like, I never think it's okay to flirt while you're married. It's just too dangerous, and it's not worth the risk. Okay, number 3, but again, that's my opinion. Contemplation stage. This is the stage where, okay, so for example, with my affair partner, I know I was contemplating it because I could see ways into him, like ways into getting his attention, and to letting him know that I liked him. Like, he would do all the flirting a lot, and he would test the waters, and he would like push the boundaries of how what kind of conversations we could have, because he was in the medical profession. So you should keep that like professional conversation, doctor-patient kind of thing. But he would test the waters to see just how intimate of a conversation we could have, I guess you want to say. So I can remember thinking about, well, let's see, what could I say to him to let him know that I like him? What could I say to let him know that I'm interested? And I would also think, do I really want to do this? Should I do this? Would this be fun? This isn't right. Why? What? Like, that's when you start weighing all your options, how risky is this? But of course, for me, I would always come back with, well, we could just be friends. I was completely in denial. I was like, well, I'll just be his friend. We get along so well. We have this amazing connection with each other. We can keep it as just friends and text and stuff. But that's such a lie and a deception, because that doesn't happen. When you have that kind of connection, you cannot just keep it as friends. Okay, so number 4 is the honeymoon stage. This is, okay, I've crossed the line. I've crossed my boundaries. We're having an affair. This feels great. I'm enjoying you. You're enjoying me. We're bonding. No, the bonding stage is next. We're learning about each other. We're texting all the time. We're taking a little bit more risk. Number 5 is the bonding stage, and this is, it's very closely related with the honeymoon stage, I would say. Not long, like, you kind of bond in the honeymoon stage, but the longer you're together, the better a chance that you have to bond over some kind of trauma, like shared trauma, meaning you both may go through a death in the family and you're there for each other. If your marriage is not, in a great place, or you really being emotionally abused, or whatever it is, you kind of share that with each other. Some couples do, some don't. But the more emotional connection the couple has, the more they will share trauma in their life, or share things that they're afraid of, or share what they're going through together, and that creates a really strong bond. Number 6 is the power struggle stage, and I'm only going to touch on this just a little bit right here, but the power struggle stage, the dynamic in that stage would be demand and withdraw. In my last video, I talked a little bit about the 3 power dynamics during the power struggle stage. Now, for an affair, it would be more demand. I'm demanding more of your time. I'm demanding you to pick me. It's more of a pressure, and then one partner's going to pull away, and it's going to create a lot of tension. And this is just where the couple starts to fall apart, where the affair starts to break down. Now, number 7 is the limbo stage. Now, this is an interesting stage because it's kind of like a state of uncertainty and a state of transition at the same time. But it does follow the power struggle stage because, once you get to that power struggle stage and you're having an affair, there's nowhere else to go. There's not going to be a fulfillment of a desire that many people have. Like when you're dating, when you're single and you're dating, like a fulfillment would be, hey, if this is who I want to be with, I want to get married. Well, when you're having an affair, there's not a fulfillment of that, and usually it's a frustration. So I've seen this happen many times where a couple will be together, okay, they're having an affair, they end it, they get past the 3-month crisis phase, they haven't spoken to each other in about 6 months, and then they start talking again. Or they end it and they don't have a lot of communication after that, in the first 3 months, or it's sprinkled communication throughout. It's more of, I don't understand what's going on. There's so much uncertainty. Like, are we friends? Are we trying to be friends? You say you want to, let's go have lunch one day, or you call me and tell me you miss me, or you text me. The limbo stage is kind of like you get breadcrumbs. Like we're still sort of in this relationship, but we're not. Like we're not really friends, but we communicate a little bit. And this can be spread out through a year or even 2 years, as long as I've seen it, where, we're not really sleeping together anymore. We're not saying I love you anymore, but yet we're still connected. We still have these little conversations here and there, or we still see each other here and there, and we have some pleasantries, and we might have a little flirting in there, but it's nothing like it was in the beginning. So the limbo stage is just crazy, in my opinion. It just makes you feel like you have, I don't know, like you're losing your mind because there's so much uncertainty. It's kind of like, hey, are we going to get together, or we're not going to get together? Okay, the last stage is ending it, and that will precede the limbo stage. Eventually, it's going to come to an end. No one wants to stay in this forever. Some decision has to be made. One or both people will decide to completely walk away, completely cut it off. There's no more, I'm not doing this. You're not going to call me when you're upset about something. We're not doing this. You're not going to go 3 months without talking to me and then tell me you miss me and then, make it seem like we're getting back together and then we're not. It just completely ends and the couple, they each go their separate ways. Okay, so that's the 8 stages of an affair. If you have any more questions, please let me know. Always check the description box below to find out how you can work with me one-on-one. If you know what stage you're in, maybe think about getting some help to help get you out of this, to help get you past it, because we can get stuck. I think I probably should have added the grief stage that comes after the affair ends, and I think I will add that on, in the number of stages is the grief stage, because that's the one that I help my clients with the most, because that's the one we get stuck in. It is a beast because it's not like regular grief. It's just not. There's just no comparison to it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.